Hello, what's going on, my dear wealth building community? My name is Dubinin, and in this video I want to share with you 11 mistakes to avoid once you get rich. Now, I know that 99% of people watching this video are not exactly considering themselves right now as being rich, but I know that you are striving, you are making the effort, you are making things happen, and I know that one day you're gonna make substantial amount of money. But getting rich is hard by itself, but staying rich is even harder, because money flees people that cannot hold on to it. And I'm sure have made some of these mistakes that cost me almost everything. It cost me a fortune. So I want to make sure that you avoid making those mistakes, so once you get rich you are going to hold on to it. So mistake number one is inflated ego. So once you make substantial money, what happens is your ego becomes to be inflated. You think you are the king of the world. You have the strategies. You know everything, right? And because of that inflated ego, you start to do some stupid stuff. You start to make some dumb investments, or you're just not being careful. You're just throwing money. And basically this inflated ego can be the catalyst of your rapid decline. So make sure that you stay rooted, stay close to reality, and not think of yourself as the king of the world, because that inflated ego can very fast have the money disappear from you. Losing track of your spending, that's another big one. So you start to throw money left and right. You start to throw money at the yacht parties, or traveling, or going like expensive clothes, expensive restaurants, going to different expensive vacations, etc., etc. The list just goes on and on and on. And it's fine to do all of those things as long as you are not losing track of where your money is going. If you lose track and you're like, okay, so imagine you go to the grocery store and you buy a gum. Now you buy a gum, and when you look at the person at the grocery store, right, like checking this, and you're gonna cover. It's not a big deal for you, right? But once you make a lot of money, your gums becomes $10,000 expensive wine, for example, right? Maybe. So you can lose track of that spending very, very fast. So keep it level-headed and make sure that you do not overspend. Number three is losing hunger. That's a big one. When the tiger is eating and is full and the belly is full, what the tiger wants to do, it wants to go to sleep and not really move and do anything. When the refrigerator is full, you lose your hunger. And what happens when you lose your hunger? There are other people in this very competitive world that we live in. They're going to hunt your food. And steady, your business or your life, your investments are going to start to go on a decline because of you lose your hunger. Never lose your hunger, like this guy, what is his name? Motivational speaker used to say all the time. You gotta be hungry, right? Les Brown. Never lose your hunger. Number four, being invested in only one asset class. So you know how important it is to diversify your investment, diversify the industries, diversify the asset classes that you invest in, and diversify within those asset classes. If you invest everything in just one asset class, in just one industry, that means that you need to be 100% right all the time, because one big black swan event can wipe out everything. So don't be invested in just one asset class. You gotta be diversified. Number five, too much stuff. Do you really need 40 cars? Do you really need all of these things and stuff? That you have only two hands right? You have only one body. Why do you need 40 cars? You see some people that get rich, they start to go and buy those different toys and stuff that they don't use, right? And at the end of the day, those things, they start to own them instead of they own the stuff owns them, right? So there is such thing as too much stuff, because everything requires maintenance, right? The cars need to be parked somewhere. You need to pay for the maintenance. If you buy a yacht, if you buy a boat, the cost of maintenance on this yacht is super, super high, right? It's more than 10% of the cost of the yacht just to maintain it every year. So it's better to be a friend of somebody that owns the yacht than to own the yacht. Number 6 is throwing money at every opportunity that comes your way. So once you get substantial amount of money, you know what, the opportunities, the deals are just going to get more and more, and increase and increase and increase. And opportunities are like trains, right? One comes and goes, and there is another one coming. If you don't take it, there is another one coming. There is all the time opportunities out there. But if you're throwing money at every opportunity out there, you're diversifying too much, throwing yourself too thin. And basically, why don't you take a nice vacation and have memories with your loved ones, with your spouse, with your husband, with your wife, with your girlfriend, boyfriend, and have memories for life, instead of just throwing and not doing due diligence and all of that, just throwing money. Okay, take it. That's what happens a lot of the times. Number 7, not monitoring investments, right? There is no such thing as investments that you do that you just forget about it, and just generates you passive income forever and ever and ever. It doesn't exist. Every investment requires some type of monitoring, some type of surveillance, some types of seeing what's going on, what can be adjusted, what needs to be done. If you buy a real estate, for example, and you rent it out, you need to see, okay, what was the tenant, how is the house doing? Not much, but it does require some monitoring. Every single thing. If you invest in crypto, you monitor how the project is doing, how is the team performing, are they really on track with the roadmap? Because if you're not doing it, you will end up likely that this investment is going to go and lose its value and go to the drain. Number eight, stop growing. Oh my God, this, if you make a lot of money, you think, okay, you already know everything. You already know. You don't need to learn. You don't need to grow. That is the moment you're going to start decline and going down, 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 down. Always, always, always grow, improve, personal development. Make personal development a part of your life every day. Your morning routine, what you do in the morning, reading books, listening to audiobooks, just taking courses. Investing in yourself is the best investment. Invest in your education. Don't ever stop growing. Don't ever think that, okay, you already know, and you stop growing, because it will bite you big time. Number 9, not protecting your reputation. So you gotta keep guard of your reputation at all costs, and don't associate with people that have a bad reputation, that has a lot of dirt around them, because if you associate yourself with those type of people, then this dirt, this is gonna rub off on you as well. So not protecting your reputation, protect your reputation at all costs, because your reputation is very hard to build, and once it's ruined, it's very hard to rebuild. So that's a big one. Number 10, trying to play catch up with rich friends, right? It's like keeping up with the Joneses. You have probably, at this point, you have rich friends that may be richer than you, maybe a lot more richer than you, and they say, like, let's go on a vacation and spend $30,000 per night somewhere, and you may be saying yes to that because you want to keep them in their circle of friends, but Catching up with rich friend can destroy your money, can destroy your wealth. If you don't need to, you don't have to, right? Just be where you are, be okay with where you are, and that's leave us to number 11, taking things for granted. Taking things for granted. So never take things for granted, because when you start taking things for granted, that it's all like you deserve it, like everything, like it's of course it's obvious. That's when you start to lose the gratitude and the appreciation, and whatever you lose gratitude and appreciation for, you lose it. That's how it goes in life. Keep your gratitude, keep appreciation, keep rooted to reality. Visit your grandparents, talk to them, see how they live. Visit your mom, your dad, see how they live, and basically keep grounded to reality. Don't take anything for granted. You work for it, you invest in yourself, you took the effort, you make the actions. Don't take it for granted. You did it, and well done, but don't lose it. And I'll give you another one, a bonus one. Spending money that is coming soon. You didn't receive it yet, and you already spent it. It's not a good habit, and because you'll end up maybe taking short-term loans, or you'll have to sell one of your assets in case this income doesn't come in. It's just not a good financial habit. So those are some of the things that once you get rich, and you may get one or a lot more than one of these mistakes, and that will cause you to lose what you gain, right? Because at the end of the day, here is the thing, right? When you come and you have like this yo-yo, you make a lot of money, you lose a lot of money. You make a lot of money, you lose a lot of money. You make a lot of money, you lose a lot of money. When you have this type of a yo-yo, it's hard. It's hard. And I'm guilty of that. I see my own pattern. I fully recognize this yo-yo happening multiple times in my life. But you know what? I want to stop it. I want to stop it. That's why, I'm shooting this video for you. So I want to help you. And of course, we'll talk more about wealth building, different strategies and all of that. But, I want to keep this video in mind, write it down, write the notes, keep it in mind to not make those mistakes. Once you get rich, once you make the money, to not lose it, to kind of go and continue become even richer, even greater, and take everything like that. Your life is gonna just grow and become better every month, every year. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and like and subscribe to this channel. Keep in touch and stay tuned to the next video, and I will see you in the next video.